Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today finally the video that most of you are asking for and always ask for, BANLIST prediction. So let's actually check that we have nothing in the game yet. Yep. So we're gonna do it the same way. We're gonna check from the Duel Studio the popularity rankings, and then we're gonna see which should be it, which would be not. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So, of course, Duel Studio to check the most used cards and skill here on the popularity ranking. So, what we have here is basically the cards that are most used, but keep in mind that this is on the ladder, so this does not take into account the KC Cup because basically the KC reports are here, as you can see, but of course we still have no reports from the latest KC Cup, so I'm gonna wait for that. We have to wait for that. So let's go back to this and see what we can go, what we can actually predict. So, as you can see, the number one card played is Cosmic Cyclone, together with Book of Moon. No surprise here because, of course, these cards were are very good in this meta. These two go through Pendulum Call and the Dingir's Protections effect. These, of course, too, it can be a turn 1 play to just flip down a monster your opponent controls that has a negation, or actually a card used as a defensive play in order to avoid an attack go through. So no surprise to this. Then we have the Nightmare Phoenix, and as you can see, after two staples we have the whole I think another staple we can see here, but this is a card that was used in an Orcus deck, so we can definitely say that three of the next cards are all related to the Orcus archetype, so the Orcus decks. So for me there will be no surprise. Everything expects this. Everyone knows this and expects it. Orcus will be it. The only question is how, though. There's literally no point in hitting Dingirsu, as people literally play one sometimes. You can play two, but with one it should be fine. I think they're gonna go with these cards like we have Galatea. I think they're gonna have a limited tree section, like they're gonna hit a tree, Orcus Nightmare, and the return. I think this is my prediction. Probably they're gonna hit that tree, Nightmare, return, and probably the Phoenix. And I think the one thing that I think they should do is to force them to play only one copy of the return. That's for sure, in my opinion. And the other thing they should do, I think they should limit the combo where you can just go from Nightmare to from the Phoenix to the Mermaid, and then straight back to the whole combo. So I think probably they're gonna go with these, maybe limited one, to make them actually use only one, because I don't think they're using any limit one for now. Am I right? Which are the lists for now? Let me check real quick the duellinks meta site to see in the tier list what do we have as Orcus. Are we playing any limited one? Oh yep, the Mermaid. Oh yep, the Mermaid actually. So I think they can actually go with, if this is already limited one, they could actually go with I definitely think they could go with these limited one, and then the Mermaid, the Phoenix, and the Nightmare at 3 probably. So it's actually pretty tough because they need to make Arcus lose access to the limited tree, right? So, and they have to limit. I think they have to limit tree 4 cards that they need for the combo. 1, 2, 3, and probably 4. In probably 4 guys, so that you can play only 1 copy of each, you know, or probably, you know, and they could do it like this. But I understand that even just limiting this one alongside the mermaid makes the combo much more different, much more difficult, right? So I think that's the case. Probably they could just go like this: limited one, and limit 1, you know, and resolve the problem of the draw 2. That is the most oppressive things for now, because, and then they need to have them lose access to the limited tree to balance the meta right now. But I don't think I'm not sure they're gonna do it, honestly. I'm not sure they're gonna do this, honestly. So this is for Arcus, honestly. So my take in the end is they could just limit 1 this. They're gonna just limit 1 the return, probably. But I do understand that doing like 1, 2, 3, and 4 limited tree will make them both lose access to the Pot of Greed, or they could just, or they renounce the combo. So probably, so I take 2 spots here. They either limit 1 this, or they alongside this, or they actually limit 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I honestly prefer the second option, as with this, they actually lose access to the limited tree, and they have to choose between playing the combo with just 2 monsters to summon these from the deck, or they just, or they draw 2 if they have to, if they know how to do the combo. That's it. What do we have next? The second guy is the Dark Purple Nixis Dragon for the Raging Pendulum. I don't think Raging Pendulum is gonna be hit at all. I don't think so. But this is another. I think they're gonna hit the skill probably to have some restrictions. I think it's the best thing. What we have next? What do we saw a lot? Apart from Arcus, what did we saw a lot? Raging Pendulum, but I honestly think they're gonna eat this. They're gonna eat this for sure. They're gonna like just add some restriction in terms of what you need to play in the deck list. Like you need to play probably like you can't play monsters other than sorry for that, other than Magician Pendulum, Perform Apple, odd dice stuff, and so on. I think they're gonna do that, and it probably is the fairest thing, right? Because this is for Pendulum. This is to make Pendulum play good. You should not play other stuff in it. So, but leaving them still the chance of having an insane turn 1 bird with 2 Xyz. So probably that's the case. What do we have next though? We do have this is all Arcus, right? We have Rockets to talk about and Speedroid. But if you see here in terms of cards, Speedroid did not that good. Like, to see the first card played in Speedroid, of course, apart from the Book of Moon, you have to scroll down, but a lot. Like, look at this. It is the 29th card, Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. Honestly, it is good, but not that crazy. Like, it is a very good deck, consistent, but it was just released. I don't think they're gonna hit the Clear Wing at all. Probably they're not gonna do it. I think it would be too much. They're not gonna do it, simply. They're gonna keep it there and nothing more, probably nothing more. Because the Raging Pendulum Odd Dice Classic was never an issue. Was not that much of an issue. I mean, it would be too much just to hit the skill plus the Pendulum call. So probably just the skill for me. No touch on Speedroid. Yeah, no touch on Speedroid, I think. While I do think they're gonna add instead the Rockets. I think they might hit rockets just to make them lose access to the limited tree trap card. They're probably gonna hit, even if I don't see hit here, I probably think they're gonna hit needle ceiling. I honestly think they're gonna hit this. So they could actually hit the needle ceiling and limited tree, so that you can play like one of these. I mean, 1, 1, and 1 maybe. Not to make rockets be a trap deck. That's the thing, because if you think of it, other than that, rockets, they have very good recovery, but still not crazy stuff, because they still have to choose between having insane recovery when you pop their monsters, when their monsters are popped, and going into Xyz Synchro Summon. Because if they go into an Xyz or Synchro Summon, of course the monsters are not destroyed, so they do not get this recycle effect of keeping the summon out. So I think that's probably the fairest choice. And this is for the hit. For the hit, I just think this is limited tree. Again, what do we have next? Why did I go back? I think limited tree, limited tree, limited tree, and limited tree to make them lose access to one of those. And of course the choice is to give up this. Basically, that's it. You lose access to this. And what else we had? I think the skill, of course, that you have to play only odd eyes, perform apple, and magician cards. That's it. And what do we say next? No Kyroid, no, not Speedroid. Actually, no Speedroid. And was there any other issue in the in this KC Cup? I don't think so. I just faced on the Orcus and Raging Pendulum, some Speedroid here and there, but nothing crazy, honestly, right? I don't think they're gonna eat any of the genetic Xyz stuff, because I mean, sometimes the Roach could be oppressive if they play against a Synchro deck, but because it is just related to a Synchro deck, I don't think they're gonna hit it. So that's it. That's probably it. While for the release stuff, though, for the release cards, because that's the thing. What do we have as a can we have some free stuff, right? So let's see filter. Let's see the forbidden and the limited stuff that we have for now. Tons of stuff. I probably think they could. Like release some stuff like the Burning Abyss, because to be honest, why just having that interruption? I mean, they usually have just one interruption, is Farfa. They get this to limit it, but probably now we have decks that have like more than one interruption, so they could free Burning Abyss. They could definitely release Cocytus. We have so many ways to deal with this, so they could definitely release this. It's more than a wish list for Cocytus, right? Than a prediction. So I hope it's time. I think it's time. Also, Thunder Dragon Dark. I think they can release Thunder Dragons probably, because I mean, why keeping those there? Like, it's not even a thing anymore. Definitely not, in my opinion. As well as the Ritual Beasts, they can release those as well. They're not that much of an issue. They have lots of plays, but they don't even, you know, sit on negation. So it's just, you know, they can endure so much. They can go through a lot of plays because they can do so much stuff. But I think it's time to release them. So also the Aloof Lupine as well. What do we have next? Karakuris. Karakuris were it just for the trap card, right? Because there was a negation. I think it's time for that as well. I think now the meta has shifted to such a higher level that they should release all this bunch of stuff. They definitely have to, because it's nothing crazy. You know, honestly, really nothing crazy. As well as the Lunalize stuff. I mean, the only issue with Moonlights is that they could have access to an TK combo, that's true, but now we have so many negations and they have access to the boy that is untargetable, but still, I mean, like, they had nothing more than that. They didn't even use trap cards in that. They just had like end traps. So I think they could just not release complete Lunar Lights, but just give them some more stuff, unless they want to release some more support. Brave Neos, I think it's still an issue for the skill, because when you draw too much, we know Konami is gonna eat you. That's why Lego Soldier was hit, because the draw was too much. So I think they're gonna stay that way probably. Livianier, no, it's gonna stay there probably. What else we have? Tour Guide still chilling. Nice stuff. Gookies! Gookies, they have access to the negation, it's true, but they could probably release it. Not that I want it to happen, but they could probably release it, just because. I mean, one negation plus trap card, maybe that is still too much, probably. Because it was negation plus trap cards. That's the question, that's the issue, probably. So, who knows? No, they're not gonna touch Gookies, it was just... It happened just so little ago, it's still too early, right? Let's see along the spot trap if we see something else. Lot of stuff. This is just for stalling decks. Konami does not want that. This is for Cairo. It's still nothing crazy. They could release this probably. They could release this probably because it is not searchable. So you can just go with this and hope to draw it as an additional negation, probably. They can release Dark Magician as well, because, you know, the oppressive, because it was oppressive, navigation plus during your turn, so banish during your turn plus the negation was per trap card, it was kind of oppressive. But now, if the level of the meta stays like it is right now, they could release it. They could release the navigation and the rod, probably, to make it more consistent. I think they should do it now that we have an insane level of the meta right now. They should do it, probably. There could be really so much stuff. Also, a lot of people asked for this, but they still cancelled because this enables OTK, and Konami does not want that. And I still think it's too much. And also, you know why? Because Konami is gonna make tons of money from staples and back rows in general, so they can't release it because this is just a solution to all the people that spend money. So Konami does not want that to happen, so definitely not. Everything the same. Do we have some crazy stuff? Oh, Crackdown. I hate that stuff. I think they could go on Crackdown a little bit more harder, because Crackdown just stalled games so much. It was just too much in my opinion. They could actually hit Crackdown a little bit, but I don't know how though. I think they're not gonna do it probably. They're just gonna limit treat the trap card, the deck stat while using this, right? So that's probably it. I don't think we're gonna have something more. What do we have? I went through that. I think we need to go through Dark Lords. What do we miss for Dark Lords that is still limited? Wait a minute. Do we have Dark Lord stuff in here? Crackdown, Trickster Light Stage. Dark Lord. Yep. They could probably release Dark Lord. I mean, we have Orcus already. It's true that Dark Lord have more interruption during your opponents, because if you think of it, Orcus, the only thing that they have during your turn, during the opponent's turn, is just if they have Babel, everything. But if they do not have Babel, they just rely on release and on the back rows that they draw thanks to the orchestrated return. So maybe that could still be too much for that, because Dark Lord can do so much during your turn. What they have? Like a Dark Lord, right? They only have this to each, that is for drawing, right? Yeah. They could probably just release the trap card. The trap card and the spell card if there's any, but I don't think so. So I think that's it, guys. I expect them to release a lot of stuff from the limited sides, and for Arcus, I just think the limited tree one. If they limit tree this, and this, they do the best thing because they just cut the access for Arcus to all the limited tree drops, and they have to choose between having the combo with just two monsters or just with the return. I honestly hope they do not hit the genetic starter, the Recycler and the Mecha Phantom Beast, right guy? Because it's not right. Even this guy, they did nothing. So I honestly hope they do not hit this stuff. And guys, I think that's it for my predictions. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I honestly can't wait for the announcement. I honestly can't wait. I hope it's gonna be tomorrow, but I don't think so. Wanna see. Of course, expect a video as soon as the ban list drops out. We're gonna do the reaction. Probably blind reaction. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.